Welcome back from the break. This is Sports Direct. My name is Phil John Cortez. That time of the program that will discuss issues regarding Ghana sports. And on Saturday at the 7th Great Princess Academy School in Dansoman, something special will happen there and will be taking place by courtesy of a former Ghanaian #1 by name Carrie Nenevy, who plays table tennis trade in the United States, I'll say so, and he's a Navy officer too. He's in the studio together with the president of the Veterans Table Tennis Association of Ghana, that is Lawyer King, also in the studio. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Okay. Well, yesterday was World International Day of Table Tennis, and you were there. How was the program?
The program was nice. Actually, it took me by surprise, but at the end, you know, I was planning to organize this, and I was moving around. But when they called me, surprise, it's table tennis, and my services is needed. I just have to go there and then make everything possible. So it was nice.
Okay.
Okay. Audience. They asked questions, and then I answered them, and everybody was.
Including the mental health one. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Lawyer, you have been the part of that program, especially the CEO's Table Tennis Championship that I think twice you've been second. I saw you with all your display, but yesterday was also special with the International Day of Table Tennis. What do you make of table tennis and its contribution towards everything in the world? We can talk about health, we can talk about sports, we can talk about politics, because I know table tennis reunited the people of South and North Korea. What has been the contribution of table tennis, especially here in Ghana?
Well, I think that table tennis is and ought to be the sport of choice.
Okay.
And I say that for several reasons. Let me start with the health aspect and just summarize it very quickly.
Okay.
The eye-hand coordination.
Okay.
The reflex, the heartbeat, the hypothalamus, you know, the cerebral columns, the thinking aspects, the cognitive. I mean, overall, it's been said that a 5-minute, game in table tennis is equivalent to 3 hours of chess.
Okay.
As far as, mental health is actually concerned. And it's a game that brings, communities together. Yeah. It brings people of all different, nationalities, all different sexes. It's a game that you play from...
My sister still played table tennis at the age of 50, 60, because the last time I went there, I saw people still trying to...
Oh, yes. Yes. I met him at the semi-finals, and I devastated him a little bit. But of course, you can play table tennis from, basically from cradle to the grave. And it keeps you... In fact, the motto for the Veterans Table Tennis Association of Ghana, which I humbly preside over, is forever young.
What has table tennis done for you in your career as a lawyer, or let's say as a human being, if I have to say so? What has it done for you?
Well, as far as health-wise, let's say about 6-7 years ago, I used to have some niggling joint pains, and you would get fatigued and exhausted. But when I entered into table tennis in a good way, I realized that the energy levels are so high, and you're able to sleep well. Your pressure levels are, the last time I took the pressure, they described it as a 16-year-old athlete. And without table tennis, I don't think I would have achieved that. Okay. I would encourage everyone, absolutely everyone, to get into this game. The injury level is so low, the health benefits are so high. You meet people from all different, walks of life.
Sure.
And it's a very harmonious, family, peaceful, lovely, wonderful game.
Okay. We'll get back to the details later about the health benefits and what it's done to the nation later. But on Saturday, like I told you, something special is up in Dansoma, the 7th Great Princess Academy by courtesy of Ghana's former #1 Carrie Nenevy, who will be organizing the Under-15 Championship. These beautiful trophies you're seeing on your screens over the reception of these that he won in the United States will be for grabs. Yeah. Quickly one. Why have you decided to give back to the society? Somebody said that that should be the job of Ghana table tennis. Why do you want to give back to the society by staging this competition?
Yes, table tennis has been my life and everything. And you realize 4 years ago, I was awarded this scholarship to go and study and play in the Worcester. Okay. And you realize that, one challenge is that we as Ghanaians, we're facing is equipment. Okay, the tournaments are there, but you realize that without the proper tool and equipment, you can't get the best out of the players. And you could see that in America, because the facilities are there, the children always pick up easily because it's a precision sports. That when you are hitting the ball, you have to know where your opponent, figure out where he's standing, know what to do. But not doing that alone, you have to think about spin. After spinning the ball, you have to redirect the ball so that when he has to get it, he also has to calculate everything, move, coordinate, watch the ball. That's eye coordination and paddle that you said you have to put on into this thing. So I realized that most of the kids here are having this challenge of equipment.
So on Saturday, prior to the game, will you be giving out some balls or will you do some training session for them prior to the competition? Tell me the details.
Okay, so anytime I come on vacation, I used to go to their various centers and I provide them with equipment and everything. This time I want to do something different.
That is the venue where you having, these are national players, but this is the venue, 7 great places. That's where the championship is taking place. Just go ahead.
Yes, please. So this time around, I realized that there are more talent, but we just need to tap it, systematically. Know the best out of the best. So in this situation, I've earmarked to get like top 20 for the male, under 15, and then top 10 for the female. So now, the first 4 are going to be under my management with equipment. You know, this I know will go a long way to develop their talent, and then we can, and in the near future, they will not be like a different, players to, those in the foreign world. You know, so, this is where I want to put my maximum, attention to.
Give back to the society.
Give back to the society.
How many players are we expecting to participate in Saturday's program?
Yes, so I'm expecting 20 male, under 15 players, and then 10 girls. But I realize that the way people needed this equipment so badly, perhaps maybe I may try to go a little bit above the figure. So depending upon who showed up, we'll figure out and see. I want the talent. So if I see that you have the talent and they can convince me that you have the talent, I can just push you in and then we'll see what happens. I want to encourage these kids to take up table tennis and then mentor them and see that table tennis is not a useless sport, but when they do it, they are going to get a lot of benefit. School, they can get scholarship to go to school. They will have job opportunities. They can play for the country.
Quite interesting. That will take place on Saturday. Yes. Let's talk about the veterans' contribution to the game. This is a laudable idea that he's doing. What is the veterans? You are the president. What are you guys doing to support this initiative for the kids to get the needed support?
Thank you so much for that interesting question. We as veterans stand for the promotion, the advocacy, and the propagation of table tennis, if you like, globally within the jurisdiction. And I want to encourage, courage for what he's been doing. We have a place in Kwenyakun, for example, where we've donated
in the central region.
In the central region, where we donated a lot of equipment, table tennis tables. Incidentally, those tables are actually of an international standard produced here in Ghana. So you can see the economic synergies that derive from these from the sport in general. As well as that, we have a foundation, which we call the Blessings Foundation. We are now supporting some of the young ones. In fact, there's one particular one who's shown outstanding academic and performance and commitment to the game, also under 15. And and she's actually participating. We wish her and all the others well. We pay her fees and all the examinations and all the rest of it. And as well, we support, financially and mentoring, as well as, coaching and so on. There are a lot of veteran players who actually, have these young ones in their hands, training them on a daily basis. There are too many to count at the moment, but we are there to support, and that's why we're here.
Well, table tennis is good. I played table tennis too, so that's why I love the sport. Yeah, I did. I played to the Greater Accra department, all the way to the Greater Accra region. So that was good. So what should we expect on Saturday? It's starting at what time? 8 o'clock all the way to 5 o'clock. What will be the main stop over there? Is it just the competition? Are you going to mentor, trying to teach them how to play, those who come around? Tell us the program on Saturday.
Yes, so generally we will be playing, having some exhibition matches. Some of the veterans will be there.
That's interesting.
And I'm also a veteran.
Of course, he's a veteran. And by the way, just talking about veterans, anyone out there, if you're 40 years and above, or you have a keen interest in table tennis, please just log into www.vttag.org. Get in there. There's a membership form, or call us and we are happy to invite you in, and we give you all the facilities, all the encouragement, all the coaching, and everything else. It's good fun.
Okay.
Let's get together.
Let's continue what we're saying. Apart from you trying to mentor people over there, what else will happen over there?
Yes, so I will be going around and seeing what they're doing.
Okay.
And I'll try to talk to their coaches and tell them the right potential that each of them are having and where they have to hit the most and make sure that they get perfect. Because in most of the game, you realize that everybody have their own way of approach.
Okay.
You know, but at the long run, it is how you outwit your opponent to win. So it's like you don't train everybody because I'm a coach, this is what my coach does. It's not a straightforward. Look at what the opponent is doing and then try to incorporate another factor to make sure that you beat them. So I will try and let their coaches, tell them this is a role, this is what you need to do. Try and let them do more of the multi-balls. Try and let them do more of the forehand. Try and correct the backhand. And whilst they are playing, I'll be having the videos around, and it's like when they finish each match, I'll be talking to them and make sure that they get the proper composure. Some of them will be crying because they lose, or I'll try and give them courage and tell them that.
Just like your name.
Okay, so it's something that I'm going to do. That I will let them know that it's not a one-day.
Okay.
Every quarterly.
Luckily, you have just mentioned that it's not a one-day project. After Saturday's program, how do you intend to maintain this?
Yes. So I'll be monitoring these players through the veterans, so because they are in direct contact with them. I will be in the state by then, and whatever the player will be needed, I'll make sure that I provide it, because I'm voluntarily going to ensure that rubbers and equipment will be for that player. And if you are lucky and to come in between the first four, now before the next tournament will be played, you will be under this management, and making sure that the equipment and maybe certain financial assistance will be given, because eyes is on you now. You are not of yourself, you are not of your parent, you are for Ghana, and we are mentoring you until you reach that level. To
in all of this, where are you getting the sponsorship? Are you doing it on your own, or you're getting some support somewhere? Yeah,
I'm doing it on my own, and I'm trying to do it and opening my arms to all corporate bodies, whoever wanted to, help build this foundation to also come and assist. I'm not going to I'm going to collaborate with anybody who want to show up, and I'm not going to collect any money that I'm going to embed or whatever. Whatever you have and you want to give out to these children,
give it to them.
Give it to them. At the long run, you don't have any business.
So the venue is the Sabine Princess Academy at Dansoman. On Saturday, our cameras certainly will be there to support the Caris team under 15 table tennis champion. But just before we leave the studio, Lawyer King, fine idea. The veterans are supporting it. What would you tell parents out there regarding the game of table tennis? Does it help you?
Let me put it this way. I'll try to be as brief as possible. Table tennis players are very respectful people, because the game teaches you. If you have a tip or the ball touches the net, even though you win the point, you say sorry. Sorry.
It's just like tennis.
Yes, you say sorry to the other side, and that teaches you respect and manners. Now, table tennis is a game of counting, so even as dyslexic as you might be, or whatever, as long as you get into a game of table tennis, you have to actually count. And not only do you have to count, but you have to remember what the count is. Otherwise, the scores are not going to be kept well. And so on. And in terms of movement, agility, meeting people, socializing, having fun, it's a fantastic game. And I encourage all parents to absolutely get their children involved in table tennis at this stage. And with a little bit of encouragement, we have a world champion who nobody talks about, Ibrahim Gado. He started this game quite recently, and he's a world champion. He only training for just about 2 years. And if he can do it,
others can do it too.
Others can do it too.
Well, we're wrapping up. Your final words before we leave the studio?
Oh, okay. So I will urge all the 20 players and the 20 female. I wish them all the best of luck. And come Saturday, it's going to be fireworks, and I know that something good will come out.
Okay, Carrie, thank you very much for passing to Lawyer Country Very True. So there you have on Saturday. These trophies will be at stake at the Great Princess Academy School at Dansoman is the under-15 championship staged by former Ghana #1. Be there and support the idea. All too soon, we are wrapping up Sports Direct. My name is Phil John Quarter. Remember, at 19 hours GMT, Bridget Otu in the studio, well-dressed. She'll give you all the exclusive you need to know here in Ghana, Africa, and the rest of us. So stay tuned. 19 hours GMT, News Night is on. Till then, like I always say, love life and never, ever forget your living God.